Ukraine has struggled to defend its aerospace since the war against Russia began in February 2022. Nevertheless, with the increasing delivery of new air defenses to the Ukrainian military, the tide appears to be changing. The US has delivered Patriot defense systems that have begun to prove their worth after shooting down 6 of Russia's most advanced hypersonic missiles in a single night. These Russian missiles, known as Daggers, can travel at speeds of Mach 10 and are difficult to track because they can change course mid-flight. Still, footage from the web has shown them turning into fallen debris during an attack from May 16th. Pushing back. During the last week of May 2022, the Commander-in-Chief of Ukraine's Armed Forces, General Valery Zaluzhny, said, quote, "The time has come to take back what is ours." He was hinting that Ukraine's long-expected counteroffensive is finally coming full circle. In a minute-long video published on social media by the Ukrainian military, soldiers are seen training and marching into the horizon, ready for battle. Some of the troops are using military equipment from NATO partners, including the powerful German Leopard tanks and American Bradley IFVs, artillery, and rocket launchers, which have become vital for Ukraine to push back Russian troops from occupying more territory. During the past months, Ukraine has gained more military and economic support from the US and NATO. From receiving armored vehicles and artillery systems and training soldiers abroad, the army is finally ready to go on the offensive. Zaluzhny's post comes days after the Russian army and the Wagner PMC, or private military company, announced that they had captured the city of Bakhmut after a long battle of attrition. The 8-month battle has left the Ukrainian forces in strategic positions on the city's outskirts. Still, their morale is high, given the large amount of military hardware moved to the front lines. On the other hand, President Volodymyr Zelensky has also said his armed forces still need to allow more time to complete the delivery of additional Western military aid for the long-awaited counteroffensive to be successful, especially regarding countermeasures against Russian drones and missiles. The oncoming threat. Since the start of President Putin's special military operation in Ukraine in February 2022, he has constantly threatened Kyiv and the West by employing one of his most lethal weapons, the hypersonic Kinzhal missile, which he has claimed no modern defensive system can shoot down. The Kh-47M2 Kinzhal, or Dagger, was employed for the first time in March 2022 to destroy an underground arms depot in western Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry stated it was launched from the air, probably from a MiG-31 fighter jet aircraft. President Putin announced the Kinzhal missile's development in 2018 as part of Russia's strategic weapons modernization program. The weapon is described as one of 6 next-generation weapons and a response to the deployment of missile defense systems by other countries that could potentially undermine Russia's nuclear deterrent capabilities. Although little information is available to the public about the true nature of the Dagger, it is intended for use as a precision strike weapon capable of targeting various land and sea-based targets, including enemy vessels, air defense systems, and infrastructure. Its deployment aims to enhance Russia's long-range strike capabilities and provide a versatile and effective tool for its military forces. According to Russian sources and some of Putin's previous statements, the ballistic missile can carry nuclear and conventional warheads, has an estimated range of 1,500 to 2,000 kilometers while carrying a payload of over 500 kilograms, and can reach an impressive speed of up to Mach 10, or 12,350 kilometers per hour. According to President Putin, the 8-meter-long missile is extremely difficult to track, as it can change direction mid-flight and avoid any available countermeasures. Securing the skies. Following the continuous strikes of Russian Dagger missiles across Ukraine, Ukraine's pledges for receiving proper anti-air defensive systems were approved by NATO and the United States in April 2023. Days later, the Pentagon announced military aid worth $325 million following a wave of drone attacks in Odessa. Defense Minister Alexei Reznikov also told the press, quote, "Today, our beautiful Ukrainian skies have become more secure because Patriot air defense systems have arrived in Ukraine." Germany and the Netherlands also delivered Patriot surface-to-air missile defense systems to help Ukraine stop the Russian strikes. Reznikov mentioned the Patriots would greatly bolster the effectiveness of Ukrainian air defenses. The U.S. package also includes rockets for the High Mobility Artillery Rocket Systems, or HIMARS. The MIM-104 Patriot is a surface-to-air missile, or SAM system, developed by Raytheon in the early 1980s for the U.S. Army. It's designed to detect, track, and intercept various incoming threats, including aircraft, tactical ballistic missiles, and cruise missiles. The Patriot comprises a radar, a command and control system, and a launcher. The radar detects, identifies, and tracks a potential threat. The command and control hub processes and displays the information from the radar and relays it to the launcher. The information from the radar guides the interceptor to engage the incoming threat and terminate it. Shootdown. On Tuesday, May 16, 2023, Ukraine announced it had shot down 6 Russian Dagger hypersonic missiles simultaneously, mocking a weapon Moscow had touted as unstoppable. Footage released from the military and other Ukrainian outlets shows the pitch-black sky of Kyiv moments before a series of blinding lights appear high above the horizon and then impact the ground. Some explosions are seen beyond the line of buildings, accompanied by orange flashes that affect the surroundings. That night, the Ukrainian capital was attacked by a swarm of drones and missiles, making it one of the largest air attacks since the beginning of the invasion. Ukraine sources indicate that the 6 Daggers were part of a volley of over 18 missiles fired at the city during the middle of the night. Besides falling debris, only 3 people were wounded. In a Telegram post, Serhiy Popko, head of Kyiv City Military Administration, said the attack, quote, was exceptional in its density, the maximum number of attack missiles in the shortest period of time. General Zaluzhny also said the military intercepted 6 Daggers launched from Russian aircraft, 9 Kalibir cruise missiles fired from vessels in the Black Sea, and 3 Iskanders fired from land. When asked about the Ukrainian claims, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu dismissed the reports by saying the number of claimed Ukrainian missile intercepts is 3 times greater than the number Russia has launched. He also noted, quote, "And they get the type of missiles wrong all the time. That's why they don't hit them." The Russian ministry also mentioned that the missile strikes targeted and damaged one of the Ukrainian Patriot batteries. The Pentagon later confirmed one of the systems was damaged during the attack, but had been later repaired. Unconfirmed reports. Despite the ongoing controversy, the official Twitter account for the military, @DefensiveUkraine, published a video accompanied by the text, quote, "Bang bang, we shot them down. Bang bang, all 18 missiles and 9 drones, including the Kinzhals. Thank you, USA, for our beloved Patriots." The footage celebrated the shootdown of the missiles on the night of May 16th, showing clips of the missiles going down and the damage caused. Following the destruction of the missiles, CNN mentioned that on May 19th, Ukraine shot down a Russian fighter aircraft employing an American Patriot system. While both governments were initially silent about the report, the Ukrainian Air Forces issued a statement saying, quote, "We do not announce this when we shoot down something. We announce it on our page, reflected in our infographics. We did not announce it, so this came from someone else," as they say. Whichever the case, it is clear that the arrival of the Patriot systems in Ukraine has augmented the effectiveness of Ukrainian air defenses and will certainly change the way Russia prepares for upcoming air operations in the days to come. Thank you for watching this dark footage video. For more fascinating photos and videos, or the innovation of military technology, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Check out our other dark documentaries channels if you want more military stories. We publish new videos regularly, so stay tuned.